What's going on, everybody out there? Your Dark Avenger Chris here, and welcome back once again to another Dark Avenger haul video. Now, before we get into the haul, before we get into anything, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering out there, Chris, what's up with that number up there? Wasn't it just 2 weeks ago that you were at episode 52? Where did the 240 come from? Well, guys, Marvel Legacy's right around the corner, and I decided to take the Dark Avenger haul and give you guys the legacy number for the Dark Avenger haul. So just like Mike Spider Slayer's haul, right here on the Dark Avenger haul, we're going back to our original numbering as well. So before we get into the books, I'll give you guys a brief history because my Dark Avenger haul series in general has gone through many changes. Now, if you'd like to see it for yourselves, you guys can go over to the playlist. There's one on this channel, there's one on my channel, and I keep updating both. But this is officially the 240th episode. Way back years ago, I started this series off as Unboxing Friday. Every Friday I had to get a box from Midtown, I'd open it up on video, I show you guys what we got, and we move into the reviews next. That worked out for about, I'd say, a good year, maybe half a year, I'm not too sure, but that didn't have episode numbers, that went by date, so every week I would give you guys the date that I was doing of the comics, I believe, not the Friday. Either I give you the comic date or the Friday date, but anyway, that worked out for a while, but then I realized that I was waiting till late at night on Friday to unbox my comics while having the box available to me earlier sometimes, and I wanted to get into my books, so quick rename, I changed it to the weekly comic book haul, eliminated the unboxing part, and literally just had the pile of books ready for you guys, and I did the haul. Now, when I started that, same thing, I gave you guys dates instead of episodes. That lasted only for a couple of months, and then I needed to take a break. I believe that was when Dark Avenger Inc. started up. Not sure exactly, but I remember there was a lot going on, and that's why I ended up putting the haul on a shelf. Then, not too long after, the Dark Avenger haul, or the comic haul, the weekly comic book haul series returned. I want to make sure I give you guys the right titles here. The weekly comic book haul series returned, and it started getting episode numbers instead of date numbers. And that went all the way through until 120 something. And then, here we are in Comic Frontline. This being the 53rd episode on Comic Frontline. And this now being called the Dark Avenger haul, because if I said it was the weekly comic book haul on Comic Frontline, I don't want to confuse any of you guys, because this is mine and Michael's Dark Avenger comic book haul, which is why it got renamed again from the weekly haul to the Dark Avenger haul. So this way you guys know whose haul it is. I mean, we got Mike Spider Slayer's haul on here. We got Dan doing his monster haul on here sometimes. So I wanted to make sure you guys knew which haul it was. So it got its third and final name change. It went from Unboxing Friday to the weekly comic book haul to now the Dark Avenger haul. And that is where this is staying. So we are 240. Now, there were some specials in between. I believe there was 4 specials in between, and I couldn't figure out which ones they were. But there were certain specials in between during the episodes. So, here we are at episode 240. And man, what a great week to have a 240th Dark Avenger haul. Look at the pile of books we got here. We got a lot of nice books. I actually have a variant and a comic, one right after the other. It's really cool. And we got some extras actually also. So, this is going to be a fun haul. So, let's get started. Now, I think this came out last week, but I had to order it from Mike. There's only one issue left after this, and this is Tekken issue number 3. Mike's been really enjoying the Tekken series, mini-series. We have Tekken 7. This comic, I believe, bridges the gap with pre and post. I don't know. Mike's been reviewing the book. Another book that's Michael's, Justice League of America, issue number 12. Continuing with the weekly series, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Dimension X, issue number 2. I'm getting the connecting variant. Well, I don't think it's a variant. I think, yeah, cover A. The connecting covers. So that's cover 2. Old Man Logan 27, continuing with Maestro Hulk. Continuing with Wolverine, all new Wolverine, issue number 23. Wolverine still in space. TMNT Universe, issue 13, continuing with Kitsune's story. One of my favorite indie books, Rose. This is issue number 5. Loving this cover. I think, is this the... No, this is the George Perez cover. Okay. Venom issue 153, because this is the last part to the Dino, the Land Before Crime story arc. We'll see where this goes. Again, when it comes to things like Edge of the Venomverse, issue number 4. I am getting the rest of Edge of the Venomverse because I obviously DCBS'd all this. But once we get through the Edge of the Venomverse, I am going digital for Venomverse. And if it's good, I'll trade paperback it. If it's good, really good, and I'm missing out, I'll start grabbing the single issues. I've been waiting for this, and I'm really excited to read Batman Detective Comics 962. Azrael gets his classic Batman costume back. Not so excited about Amazing Spider-Man number 31. I will be getting Amazing Spider-Man up until October because there was a deal for September and October. It's part of a variant cover set. But after that, I'll probably be moving Amazing Spider-Man to digital unless I'm wowed by the first issue of Legacy. We got Jean Grey, issue number 5. Now, this is the one I got the double for. Action Comics 985, this is the regular cover, and I want you guys to pay attention. You see Superman holding a truck up, reaching out to help somebody? Well, cover B, you get to see Superman in the point of view, so they're like, here's the outside point of view, and there's your first person point of view. I thought that was awesome, that two artists drawing the same picture, actually different perspectives. I thought that was really awesome. So, there's Action Comics 985. Defenders, issue number 4, continuing with Diamondback. I'm really excited to read that. Got more Titans. Titans, issue number 14. Finding out who the traitor is. We'll find out there. Meet Trident. Evil comes in threes. So this is going to be a very interesting story arc. Got Superwoman, issue 13. Looking forward to reading that. And with Superwoman comes Supergirl, issue number 12. I believe this is with the new artist. Let me just check to I want to be right about this. Yes, this is the new artist, and the book does definitely look different. And I'm starting to not regret getting the book. Yeah, okay. The artwork is not. The artwork looks improved. Now I've got to read the book to find out if the story continues to wow me. But still awesome. Secret Empire issue number 8. Really excited to read Secret Empire issue 8. I've already sunk my teeth into my digital copy of Captain America, and I believe that it plays a huge role in issue 8. Don't read Captain America until you read Secret Empire 8, because I believe Captain America this week spoiled something that was supposed to be a wow factor in Secret Empire. We got Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, issue number 26. I believe this is where, the Fall of the Gods, where the New Gods story arc starts. We got Hulk, issue number 9. I'm going to be holding on to this until it changes to She-Hulk. If it continues to kind of not hold my interest, I'll probably end up dropping it. But I will be picking up Incredible Hulk, so there'll be a switch off then. We got Red Hood and the Outlaws, issue number 13. Lex Luthor, the Resurrection, possibly a Bizarro. Finally, Justice League, Power Rangers, issue number 5 of 6. 5 of 6 or 4? Yeah, 5 of 6. Thank God. I've been waiting for this for a while. It got delayed. I'm glad that we are finally back to action, and next month we'll be concluding it. The last book, I was kind of disappointed where this book went where the one shot for this series went last week. I'm hoping that things get better. Mike will be reviewing this, but obviously I'm still going to be reading it because it is Generations Jean Grey Phoenix. I'm looking forward to this book, and I could have sworn I got the covers that had like the two characters together. I know I did that for September, and I know I did that for October. So for this month, I guess I just got the cover A's, but that's the last book for the comics. Now, I was recommended this book for a while, and the book sold out. The single issue sold out. So when the 4th issue of this series came out, it was announced that there would be a trade paperback collecting the first 4 issues. So I have here Heathen, the first trade paperback. This collects issues number 1 through 4. I've already started reading it. I'm very interested in this series. As a matter of fact, issue 5 comes out at the end of this month. I will be moving this from a trade to digital to a single issue. Obviously, I did not know, so I'm going to be getting my single issues from Midtown at least until November. And then in November, I'll probably be getting them directly from DCBS. And the only other extra we have this week is in the form of a game. Mike's very happy. For those of you that followed the haul about a year ago, Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 came out. Well, this week, Mega Man, the Legacy Collection 2 came out. This includes Mega Man 7, 8, 9, and the final one, 10. My hopes with the Mega Man collection done now is that we'll get a Mega Man X collection. Now, Mega Man X, I believe he only went a couple of games, but I really would love, since they did Mega Man, I'd love them to do a Mega Man X Legacy collection as well. They did do it. I don't remember what system they did it on, but they did do it once. I'd love to see them either remaster it or bring it back for the next-gen consoles. So that's the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, and that's it for this Dark Avenger haul video. Now, as I told you guys, if you have any comments, any questions, anything you'd like to talk about, any of the books I have here, you're welcome to leave them in the comments below. Last episode, Kat was the only one that commented on the video, and it was me showing Like Father, Like Daughter. Kat, it was an awesome book. I really enjoyed reading it. Again, physically, and it's now on the wall. Thank you for commenting. If you guys would like to comment, feel free to comment questions, statements, recommendations, your thoughts on any of the books here, any of the extras I show, and I'll read your comments off in the next episode of the Dark Avenger Haul. If there are no comments, then we skip this part and go to this part. Thank you guys so much for being here with me as always. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you'll click that sub button, because we are Comic Frontline, your #1 source for comic related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. And we have lots of videos coming out, and going on every week. We had some fun in the summer. We were all away. We all had stuff to do. July was a super busy month for most of the Frontline crew. August has been up and down. Things have been crazy. I missed out on doing Dark Avenger Live this past Friday due to an emergency I had to take care of. So it's been a hectic 2 months. But with the fall coming, with Marvel Legacy coming, and then right after, ironically, it's Marvel Legacy. There's a short lull in between, and that'll be like winter, spring. Summer comes in, we're going straight into the end of DC Rebirth and the big event. And obviously during that lull, there's going to be the Doomsday Clock. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to start shaking up. You don't think DC's going to start shaking things up come January, February? You'd be crazy, because they're already shaking things up, bringing Tim Drake back after being a prisoner of Oz. And there's also Oz coming in the Superman book. So things are going to start shaking up in DC during Marvel Legacy. Hopefully we won't have too much of a collision of Marvel and DC having big things happening at the same time. This way we can put our focuses on one company at a time. But if it does happen, we're Comic Frontline, so we will make sure to cover as much of that as humanly possible. So thank you guys so much for being here with me. Till next time, everybody, take care, keep reading, keep collecting, and I'll see you guys really soon in the next video. Take care, everybody.